So for the last 6 months, maybe even 8, a lot of people have gotten chopped from playlists because as you fine tune your ear, if you're someone who loves music or you're gifted in the area of music, whether that be you're a lyricist, a psalmist, a songwriter, a scribe, a singer, a rapper, or you're a musician of some sort, you realize like the way you're wired and set up is so easy for you to get in tune and create, right? So you don't have room for outside influence, especially what other people got going on. And then when you hear that there's a lack of soul and a lack of love for the art of music and to like make it at its purest form, you really stop being interested in listening to a lot of things. When you're in this creative flow state, that is when you're in your most purest, clearest form to connect with God and allow yourself to be a vessel for that message to flow through you out in the form of art, in the form of words, in the form of sound, right? Pisu Fuma, he said months ago, I remember I was in a Bible study and he had said, God identifies you by sound. And ever since that, it just stuck and rung in my head. If God identifies you by sound, whether you're an artist or not, your sound is your ID to who you are and what you're ushering and ministering into your atmosphere to either help create a life in alignment with God or to destruct and keep you at a lower frequency, not being able to tap into the rivers of flowing waters in abundance. It's no shade to artists because when you understand every artist has their evolution, but as you graduate, culminate, leaving a frequency and fine tuning and you no longer resonate there, you understand because you used to, you no longer, how powerful sound, vibration, frequency, words are, because our existence all started from words, sound, frequency, vibration of words spoken. God said, let there be light, and then it was. So when we're made in his image and we have that same power resting in us, that our words have power behind it, that means I can't be singing and coming into agreement with I'm always depressed, broke, everything is this sucks, all this. It just can't be that. That's a heavy weight and responsibility. You gotta ask yourself, as someone who makes music, when somebody encounters my sound, what are they walking away with? But also, if you're a person who likes to listen to music, I encourage you to please start vetting some of these artists, start vetting some of these sounds, musician words, because there's too many counterfeits going around and they are playing in your faces. And they're over here telling you, they're selling you one thing and you think you're singing along, but you're making verbal contract agreements with the undercurrent that you don't hear with the natural ear. The words you don't hear spoken. And now you have this legal agreement that whatever spirit is ministering through them has legal access to you and could infiltrate and steal from up under you. Do you see what I'm saying? They playing in a lot of people's faces. So start vetting some of these artists because everything is not what it seems. Tuning into the sound that they're offering you. They're offering you some rotten, spoiled, old food. And they telling you, this is caviar. This is caviar. Like, it's caviar. Like, don't you see it? No, it ain't caviar that you just gave us. You just gave us fish guts. And they're expired and old and they stink and they rink. But we're too busy focusing on everything else but what's the sound. That being said, it's a friendly reminder because it is summer. It is concert season. So you want to be mindful of where your foot steps into another artist's arena and jurisdiction. Being mindful of what you're signing up and getting yourself into. It's not all artists, just some. And they flying under the radar and moving in a real shifty, shaky way that if you're not watchful, you would not even know a transaction is being made on your behalf in the name of entertainment and fun. Unless God has given you full clearance, grace to navigate those spaces and realms and stadiums of entertainment in that industry, you need to always be on guard and to always be listening and tuning into the sound and tuning in and asking God to help you hear what is not being spoken.